Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The Mazda 2.2 Skyactiv-D engine is a powerful and efficient diesel engine that has been a core part of Mazda's lineup in various markets. It's known for its unique low compression ratio for a diesel, contributing to cleaner combustion and a more refined driving experience. History and versions. The 2.2 Skyactiv-D engine codes SHVPTS, SHVPTR, SHI-1, SHI-4, SHI-6, SHI-8, was first introduced around 2012, appearing in models like the Mazda CX-5, Mazda 6, and later the Mazda 3. It was a significant part of Mazda's Skyactiv technology suite, aimed at optimizing internal combustion engines for both fuel efficiency and performance. Key features include low compression ratio, approximate 14.8 to 1, unusually low for a diesel. This design reduces NOx emissions and allows for more complete combustion, contributing to better fuel economy and reduced need for complex exhaust after treatment systems like AdBlue, SCR, in earlier versions or certain markets. Two-stage turbocharger. Most versions of the 2.2 Skyactiv-D utilize a twin-turbo setup, a small turbo for low-end response and a larger one for high-end power, to provide strong torque across a wide RPM range. High-pressure piezo injectors. These allow for up to 9 injections per combustion cycle, enabling precise fuel delivery for efficiency and reduced emissions. The engine has been offered in various power outputs, typically ranging from 110 kilowatts, 150 horsepower, and 380 newton-meters, 280 lb-ft, to 140 kilowatts, 190 horsepower, and 450 newton-meters, 332 lb-ft, with some versions reaching 129 kilowatts, 175 horsepower, and 420 newton-meters, 310 lb-ft. In some later versions, like the Euro 6D temp-compliant engines, AdBlue, urea injection, was introduced to further reduce NOx emissions. Reviews and opinions. Overall, the Mazda 2.2 Skyactiv-D has received mixed, but often positive, reviews regarding its driving characteristics. Performance. Widely praised for its strong torque, which provides excellent acceleration and makes it feel effortless, especially on the highway. Owners often describe it as feeling like a larger engine due to the impressive pull. Refinement. Generally considered to be one of the more refined diesel engines in its class, with good noise suppression, although some diesel clatter can still be noticeable at lower speeds or when cold. Fuel economy. Many users report excellent real-world fuel economy, often closely matching or even exceeding official figures, particularly during motorway driving. Driving experience. Coupled with Mazda's engaging chassis and often precise manual gearboxes, the engine contributes to a sporty and enjoyable driving experience. However, a significant number of owners and mechanics have raised concerns about its long-term reliability, particularly regarding specific components, which we will detail below. Advantages. Strong performance. Delivers robust power and torque, making cars equipped with it feel brisk and capable, especially on open roads. Good fuel economy. Offers competitive and often class-leading fuel consumption for its size and power output. Refined operation. Quieter and smoother than many other diesel engines, enhancing cabin comfort. Timing chain. Utilizes a timing chain, which theoretically should last the lifetime of the engine and requires no scheduled replacement, unlike timing belts. No AdBlue. In some earlier versions of the engine met Euro 6 standards without needing AdBlue, simplifying ownership and reducing running costs. Disadvantages. Sensitivity to driving cycles. Like many modern diesels, it's particularly susceptible to issues if predominantly used for short city journeys. These types of trips do not allow the engine and DPF, diesel particulate filter, to reach optimal operating temperatures for effective regeneration. Potential for high repair costs. When problems do arise, particularly with components like the DPF, injectors, or timing chain, repairs could be very expensive. Carbon buildup. The low compression ratio and reliance on exhaust gas recirculation, EGR, can lead to significant carbon buildup in the intake manifold, EGR valve, and even around injectors over time, especially with unsuitable driving patterns. Faults and breakdowns. The Mazda 2.2 Skyactiv-D engine has unfortunately been associated with several common and often costly issues, particularly in earlier models, pre-2016-2017. Diesel particulate filter, DPF, clogging. This is perhaps the most prevalent issue. Frequent short journeys prevent the DPF from reaching temperatures necessary for regeneration, burning off accumulated soot. This leads to blockage, warning lights, reduced power, limp mode, and ultimately costly DPF cleaning or replacement. Oil dilution. Diesel and oil-failed DPF regenerations can lead to unburnt diesel fuel mixing with the engine oil. This oil dilution thins the oil, reducing its lubricating properties and leading to accelerated wear on critical engine components, particularly main and conrod bearings. This is a serious issue that can result in catastrophic engine failure if not addressed. Early symptoms can include a rising oil level on the dipstick above the X mark. Timing chain stretch/wear. While using a chain is generally an advantage, some instances of premature timing chain wear or stretching have been reported. This can be exacerbated by oil dilution, as thinner oil provides less lubrication to the chain and tensioners. A knocking sound from the engine, especially when accelerating, and related engine lights have been linked to this. Injector issues. Problems with fuel injectors, including leaks or blockages, can contribute to poor combustion, DPF issues, and oil dilution. EGR valve carbonization. Carbon buildup can cause the EGR valve to stick or malfunction, leading to rough running, reduced performance, and increased DPF regeneration frequency. Turbocharger problems. Some reports of turbocharger failures have emerged, though perhaps less common than DPF/oil dilution issues. Mazda has issued software updates and revised components over the years to mitigate some of these problems, particularly concerning DPF regeneration strategies and oil dilution. However, careful maintenance and appropriate driving habits remain crucial. Fuel consumption. The 2.2 Skyactiv-D is highly efficient for its size. Official combined fuel consumption figures for models like the Mazda 6 and CX-5 often ranged around 4.6 to 5.1 liters per 100 kilometers, 55 to 61 miles per gallon imperial. Real-world consumption can vary, but many owners report achieving excellent figures on longer motorway journeys, e.g., 50-plus mpg imperial regularly. City driving or frequent short trips will significantly increase consumption due to DPF regeneration cycles. Timing. The Mazda 2.2 Skyactiv-D engine uses a timing chain to synchronize the crankshaft and camshafts. This is generally preferred over a timing belt as chains are designed to be maintenance-free for the life of the engine. However, as noted in the faults section, issues with premature wear or stretching of the timing chain have been reported, often linked to oil dilution, which can compromise lubrication. Some sources suggest a replacement interval of around 150,000 kilometers if issues arise, though it's not a standard scheduled maintenance item like a belt. Oil. Using the correct oil is critical for the longevity of a Mazda 2.2 Skyactiv-D engine, especially due to its DPF and sensitivity to oil dilution. Recommended viscosity, typically SAE 0W, 30 or 5W30. Required specification. Crucially, the oil must meet ACSC 3 specification. This signifies a low SAPS, sulfate ash, phosphorus, sulfur, oil, which is essential to prevent ash buildup that can prematurely clog the DPF. Using an oil that does not meet ACSC 3 can damage the DPF. Mazda also specifies Mazda Original Oil Supra DPF 0W 30 or Mazda Original Oil Ultra DPF 5W30. Capacity. The engine oil capacity with a filter change is typically around 5.1 liters. Oil change interval. Mazda's official recommendation for the 2.2 Skyactiv-D can be flexible, up to 20,000 kilometers or 12 months, based on driving conditions as indicated by an oil life monitor. However, Due to the prevalent oil dilution issues, many owners and even some Mazda dealerships recommend shorter oil change intervals, often every 10,000 kilometers, 6,250 miles, or 6 months, especially if the vehicle is primarily used for short journeys or in heavy traffic. Regular oil level checks are paramount. Looking for any rise in level above the X mark on the dipstick, which indicates dangerous fuel dilution. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.